transient armed with a guitar ran into his laundromat in Valley Village and aimed high.
I was so intent on making sure he didn't hit me over the head that my first reaction was to defend myself.
Fortunately, Hicks fought back with a stool and wasn't hurt, but several others who live and work in the North Hollywood area haven't been so lucky. Recently, this man was on his way to grab some food when police say two transients cornered him, then one of them slashed his neck. In another frightening attack, a man sitting on a bus was stabbed in the neck and stomach by a mentally ill homeless man. And here's video of a convenience store worker being chased and threatened by a homeless man holding a club.
The most alarming thing that I'm seeing is just the random nature of it. These are people that are just walking down the street, the victims, just minding their own business, and they get attacked for absolutely no reason.
According to this LAPD crime analysis from the North Hollywood area, in 1 year, transient robberies jumped 40%, transient aggravated assaults up 30%. But what's even more concerning to detectives is that in just over 1 month, almost 70% of these crimes were random in nature.
The reason for a lot of these random type attacks is these people are usually high on meth, and they're delusional. Because of that delusion, they're thinking that something's going on that's not, and they think our potential victim is part of that delusion, and they attack them.
Detective Daniel Fournier from LAPD's North Hollywood station says the homeless people they've arrested for aggravated assault have one thing in common: drug abuse, many on meth. Addiction experts believe drug addiction and mental illness are intertwined. According to the Los Angeles Homeless Service Authority's 2020 homeless count findings, 32% of unsheltered respondents reported substance abuse. 26% said they have long-term mental health conditions.
It's almost a lawless society. They get to do their drugs, they get to go off on their tangents, and they get to live without any rules.
Officer Jeffrey Winters took us out to one North Hollywood homeless encampment where we met 35-year-old Johnny Haskins.
I've been addicted my whole life. I started using methamphetamines at like 12 years old.
Johnny battles drug addiction and mental health issues and knows firsthand that meth use causes psychosis, which can lead to delusions, hallucinations, paranoia, and violent behavior.
Some people, psychosis, I hear voices. Some people hear voices, and those voices, I know one individual that voices tell him to stab you, he'll stab you. And like that's for no reason whatsoever. My personal psychosis is I see my baby mama and child everywhere.
Law enforcement officials say when California lowered penalties for drug possession, they saw an increase in homelessness and homeless crimes. That also got rid of the chance for the courts to offer rehab instead of incarceration. Detective Fournier believes untreated mental illness and drug addiction among the homeless population is a major public safety issue. He says we will see more random and violent assaults if drug and other offenses that are now considered non-violent aren't taken more seriously.
You get arrested, you have zero bail, so you're right back out. Your arraignment for that crime is 6 months later. Right now, they're doing no time for misdemeanors, especially non-violent misdemeanors. So they're getting put on summary probation after summary probation after summary probation. So you can keep getting caught over and over with meth or with heroin, with whatever drug, and there's absolutely zero consequences.
The man who attacked Jeffrey Hicks got out of jail 2 days after he was arrested.
Now he's literally back on the streets. I don't know when he's going to come in. I don't know when he's going to come in with what next, a knife?
But without any consequences, they're never going to get that help.
Things have gotten worse, and eventually it's going to happen to you or someone you know.
Rachel Kim, KCAL 9 News.
Many homeless advocates believe there needs to be a bigger push to get people with serious mental illness and substance abuse issues off the streets. They say these people need permanent supportive housing that gets them into recovery, case management, and lifelong treatment. Happy Thursday, everybody.